We are now ready to begin Friday, 8/21. First thing we have is Cindy Craig bringing in her large lab Foxy for a flea bath, ear cleaning, and teeth brushing. She's paying cash. The sales receipt number should be 1041. So we're going to start by going to plus new sales receipt and then enter that information. So we have Cindy. Add Cindy in as a client first. Then we're going to add our colon with Foxy for her dog. So we're going to save that. Our sales receipt date is going to be 8/21/2026. Our payment method here is cash. So she's paying with cash, no need for a reference number. We're depositing to undeposited funds. We haven't taken that money to the bank just yet. Oops. So we're starting out with a flea bath and an ear cleaning and teeth brushed. So here we have 3 add-ons: a flea bath, an ear cleaning, and a teeth brushing, which is a total of $30. So here my sales receipt number should be 1041. Mine matches. So we are good to go for this transaction. I'm going to click save and new. For the next transaction for today, we have Dana Davis. We're going to add Dana as a client real fast here. And then we're going to add her medium-sized dog, Princess, as a sub-client of Dana. So I went ahead and saved that. Sales receipt date, 8/21. Our payment method for Dana is going to be a check. Our reference number should be 14144. Going to undeposited funds. And Princess is here for a full pet groom, medium. And then we have an add-on for nails being painted. So that's going to give us a total of $53 for Princess today. We're going to click save and new because Jackson has brought in 2 large dogs, Grover and Lincoln, for a full pet groom and paid us with check number 774. So we're going to add in Jackson. So first thing we have to do is add in Jackson as a client. Add our colon. We have 2 dogs here. So we're going to add in Grover. Details, we're going to add a sub-client for Jackson. We're going to click save. That's going to put Grover in the system. Sales receipt date, again, 8/21. We need Grover getting a full pet groom. Oh, and we're paying with a check. Number 774. Again, make sure it's going to undeposited funds both times. And I say both times because Grover and Lincoln will have to be put in as 2 separate sales receipts. So we get both dogs listed, even though they're using the same check. So the reference number will get used twice here. So we're going to save and new. This time we don't have to add Jackson in as the parent. We can go to Jackson Smith and then add in our colon and add that second dog, Lincoln. Add new details. We're going to do a sub-client for Jackson Smith. Click save. Our payment method was again that check 774. And this time Lincoln's getting a full pet groom. He is a large dog. So that's going to finish up our sales receipts here. So we're going to do save and close. Next up, we have Greenway Kennels bringing in 7 medium dogs for a bath and brush and the teeth brushing on account. On account means that it's going to be an invoice because their payment is due in 15 days. So we're going to select a client. We want Greenway Kennels. Greenway Kennels should already be a client for you. Make sure your terms are net 15. Our invoice date should still be 8/21. And the product or service we have here today is a bath and brush for 7 medium dogs. And make sure that your rate right here is the discounted rate. So you'll see that mine automatically popped up with the kennel client rate because Windermere Kennels gets that discount. So rate should be $27 for each of those dogs. Then we're going to add on a teeth brushing. And again, we have 7 of those. And then double check that, again, they're getting the discount rate here for the kennel clients. It should be $4.50 for each of those dogs to get their teeth brushed. So I have a total of $220.50. And that's going to take care of that invoice there. So we're going to click Save and Close. See, the invoice has been saved. Next thing we need to do is pay all the bills that are due on or before 8/20. So we're going to do plus new. Underneath vendors, you'll see pay bills. Make sure that your payment account here is Los Angeles City Bank. You're paying all your bills from your bank account. The payment date should be 8/21/2026. The first check number should be 10011. And we want to pay all the bills that are due on or before the 20th. So you'll see already that if you click on this little arrow right here, you can sort by date. So if I click on this, the little arrow is kind of like pointing up. That means they're sorted by date, which means if I just work my way down, I'm going to stop when I get to anything that's after the 20th in this case. So that's all the bills that are due on or before the 20th. So I'm going to save and close this. So you'll see I get this notification that 4 bills are going to be marked as paid. And then we want to make a bank deposit for all the money that we've received in the last 2 days. So we're going to do plus new bank deposits all the way over here. And then notice that at the bottom, we need to add to the deposit a check from Office Plus for $4 for office supplies. So you can do that right here. So we received it from Office Plus. The account should be Office Supplies. And I'm going to label it as a rebate check. Our payment method, that was again, a check. It doesn't tell us what reference number that would be, but we do know that it's going to be a total of $4. So then we want to make a deposit for all the things we've done in the last 2 days. So if you look at all the dates here, again, if you click here, you can sort them by date. You'll see that actually all of them that are listed have been from the last 2 days. So you can click this little checkbox up here and it will check all of those for you. And then confirm that your amount up in the top right-hand corner is $382 even. So before you make that deposit, make sure your money matches and your date is correct. Go ahead and click Save and Close, and you'll be done with the transactions for 8/21/2026.